Hi, my name is Hui Ling, and I'm a final year student who's going to Korea's Kyunghee University for a semester-long exchange. This is me, leaving behind my family and good friends in hopes to step out of my comfort zone and make more friends of different nationalities and to learn to be more independent. To make new friends, I went to a global day filled with exchange students. Through this field trip, I managed to speak to many people of different nationalities and made many new friends. By speaking to all my new friends, my CQ drive has increased dramatically as I was able to increase my confidence in learning about new cultures as well as to speak to new people. It was during the dinner in this field trip where I was able to see how the Koreans ate in gatherings and also partied. Koreans drank soju during these gatherings, and it would be impolite to turn down drinks. And even after the meal, it was the time to party, and they even had a booth where you could request for drinks such as different flavored soju as well as makgeolli, which is their rice wine. Overall, this field trip had been a fruitful one as I was able to see the cultural differences in camps between Singapore and Korea's, and how the Koreans' behavior changed at night during parties. Speaking of gatherings, I was able to witness company gatherings in a Korean barbecue place I went to and could see the gender roles at work. The female is the one serving drinks and cooking and ordering for the table, and there were only 2 females in a table of more than 10 employees. From my Korean friends, I learned about Hoshik, which means dinner with co-workers at least once a month, and drinking is considered a way to find out how someone is really like. Through my CQ Intel assignment, I learned that Koreans have a high power distance and a rigid hierarchy, and it is a social taboo if you do not hold alcohol bottles with both hands and pour to your seniors first. It was fascinating to see what I've learned and researched come to life. I love to eat out in Korea as the experience has always been extremely pleasant. There will usually be a bell for you to press to call the waiter over, and there will be many banchan, which is called side dishes that are free to be refilled, and tissues and cutlery will usually be found on the tables as well. In places that sell alcohol, they will provide bottle openers on the table, and free water is usually provided in all restaurants. Foreign cuisines are adapted to the tastes of Koreans, and Japanese food will always have kimchi and radish on the side, which are standard side dishes, and they would add pickled vegetables and onions into the salmon bowl, which are very different from the Japanese food that I'm used to. Even Western food has been adopted accordingly, with kimchi being served on the side as well, and the sauces are similar to the Korean cuisine. Eating out in Korea is not cheap, and I chose to cook regularly to save money. However, familiar condiments that we see back home are hard to find in Korea, and you will need to go to an area called Itaewon, where there are many foreigners to get your usual Asian groceries and sauces. However, most of the foreign things are marked up heavily in this country, and it is expensive to get your usual items. Another interesting thing that I've learned through this exchange would be how Koreans separate their garbage as well as their recycling efforts. So Koreans actually tend to use a lot of bottled water as they believe that their tap water is not safe for drinking, and they would buy lots of bottled water whether for cooking or drinking. As a result, they create a lot of waste, and they have to devise methods in order to save the environment, and that is through smart recycling by separating the waste. We will have to purchase special plastic bags that looks like this in order to put in our trash and leave it outside our house to let the trash collector know that it is ready for collection. Through this, I've seen the amount of waste that we generate on a daily basis, and I've learned to be more environmentally friendly by bringing out my own recyclable bags when I go grocery shopping so I do not have to waste any plastic bags. The thing I love most about Korea is that as a foreigner, you would never run out of things to do as there are festivals nearly every week, and there are also many free things that we can do as foreigners. One of the most memorable activities that I've done was going for a traditional mask festival and watch a show and make my own mask and also learn about the heritage and history of the Korean culture. The assignment in this course that gave me the biggest aha would be the CQ Friends one, since it pushed me to ask questions and allowed me to learn more about cultures that I might not have learned before, such as how Koreans felt about their own education system, what other foreigners feel about the Korean fashion, and so on. Overall, my CQ drive, knowledge, strategy, and action have all improved, and I'm so glad that I've achieved the goals that I've set for myself at the start of the trip. With all these experiences, I feel that I've become more open-minded and adaptable, and this will definitely help me personally when I'm trying to make more friends in the future, or when I'm learning new things, or even working with colleagues of different nationalities in the future.